I think back about the time I was in that hotel room, and she
I recollect about the time I was in that lodging, and she was in a real sense crying to me about how abused she is by her ex-music. It doesn't make any difference I'm not tolerating what you're talking about being in the room, posting not crying my eyes off on the grounds that no one has the right to hear those things. The superstars have it simple. They are very much cherished on the web. They can flourish without stressing over everything except poor Selena Gomez isn't one of those celebs as a matter of fact, despite the fact that she's perhaps of the most perfect individual out there, she actually gets the most measure of disdain from individuals. Online, one of the principal motivations behind why individuals will generally detest on her these days is a result of how she looks due to issues with her well-being. Cell is frequently taking drugs that cause her weight to change. Yet nobody truly comprehends that, and you'd expect Justin Bieber, one of her exes who was with her for the longest of times, to be there to help her right well. Not exactly. As a matter of fact, JB has done a considerable amount in the past that has driven her to get disdain on the web. And presently, a significant number of Selena's companions are approaching to uncover JB for how he truly treated Selena. One of those individuals is Charlie Puth, who is currently approaching to tell the world how Justin broke her certainty. Now, before we get into it, try to offer the video a go-ahead and buy-in, so you never pass up any new recordings. It's free and assists us with massively bringing out new satisfied plan for your satisfaction. So before I get into what Justin, we should go on a speedy outing through a world of fond memories to perceive how he generally disparaged her about her weight. Some time ago, in the enchanted universe of mainstream society, there were two lovebirds named Selena and Justin. Their legendary sentiment started around 2011, and kid, did it have a bigger number of exciting bends in the road than a thrill ride. They had their reasonable part of high points and low points. And a few people could try and say their adoration mixture turned a cycle poisonous. Yet you understand what they say love causes you to do insane things. Quick forward to 2018, and their hit or miss relationship at last waved the white banner. Yet think about what fans and tattle magazines just couldn't relinquish their romantic tale. They were like Selena and Justin. You should be a definitive final stage. Yet shock Justin chose to exchange his Selena card for a Haley Baldwin. One unexpected development. Currently, here's a scoop you probably won't have realized. Selena Gomez has a mystery superhuman character. She struggled a furious antagonist called Lupus, while keeping everything secretive from the world's shortcoming. She even went through a kidney relocate and two other legend commendable medicines, all in secret. Yet after all that legend work, she thought about wearing a swimsuit. And what did she get? Savages, and more savages they resembled. Hello, Selena, did you have an excessive number of tacos? Or what? Not cool savages, not cool. But rather, Selena didn't remain quiet now. She thundered like a wild setup on the Today Show in 2015. She was like, I wore a swimsuit, and they called me overweight. Could you at any point accept that it was whenever she first needed to manage such body disgracing hogwash? And it paralyzed like a honeybee. She even began accepting a portion of the mean words that they tossed at her. Major roof. And we should not fail to remember the ceaseless newspaper stories about her and Justin Bieber. Those accounts were far and wide. And they heard Selena, where it counts, she was all unpleasant to everybody. I've been working since I was basically in diapers. And I'm a UNICEF diplomat. For the love of all that is pure and holy, she could hardly imagine how she had transformed into a newspaper's #1 tidbit. Yet think about what all that disdain just powered her. Shoot, go Selena. Yet you understand what they say, that was all once upon a time when Selena knew Justin. And it seems as he didn't do a lot to have her covered. And it's not hypotheses. Selena herself concurred that Justin Bieber enjoyed her better when she was thin and a new genuine. Second, Selena Gomez couldn't resist the opportunity to communicate her feelings on a TikTok present related on her past relationship with Justin Bieber. And the subject of her weight, everything went down on November 29th, 2022, when a committed Selena fan account shared a TikTok video. This video dug into why Selena seemed to keep a thin figure while dating the Peaches vocalist. It shrewdly displayed pieces of Selena during the time when she was sincerely associated with a performer. Towards the finish of this drawing in video, there was a screen capture from an old Instagram post that genuinely hit home. In this post, the fan had remarked on one of Selena's delightful selfies, saying, "Justin Bieber truly wrecked I actually love both of you, however, Jelena perpetually, and everybody's unexpected." It created the impression that Selena herself had answered, supposedly expressing no adoration regard. Rather, models, "I'm excessively typical." After seeing this strong second from her past, Selena Gomez couldn't contain her sentiments and left a remark on the TikTok video. Her remark, a straightforward yet miserable emoticon face. It seemed like the recollections of that time actually conveyed a ton of weight in her heart, and there was confirmation up and down that JB favored models over Selena that we disregarded even some time ago. Soon after Justin Bieber's dad's wedding festivity in Jamaica in 2018, and Selena Gomez pleasantly wishing her sweetheart a cheerful birthday on Instagram, it created the impression that Justin's Instagram action could have been conveying some pain messages about their relationship. As per Hollywood Life, not long before Justin's 24th birthday celebration slam with his on and off sweetheart Selena, he was in the middle of hitting that like button on Instagram's fascinating that he was preferring the sultry Instagram photos of the model and YouTube sensation Indiana Sarkis for more than about 14 days at this point. Let's get straight to the point. Nothing bad can be said about valuing somebody's virtual entertainment posts, particularly when they have a place with to the other gender. Yet here's the turn, and Jenna Sarkis ended up looking similar to Selena, yet with a more slender build, which normally caused a stir and afterward, even after, when individuals would continue bugging her a line and savaging her in light of the fact that Justin had made it ordinary. And that is the point at which it turned into all in all too much for her. As of late, Selena Gomez just became genuinely about how her fight with lupus has been providing her body with somewhat of a thrill ride of late. In a genuine second during a TikTok livestream, the multi-gifted entertainer artist focused on how her prescription for this immune system condition plays had an influence in her new weight gain. Will generally hold a ton of water weight, and that happens regularly. You see, Selena's no more odd to the spotlight, and she's been managing body shamers for a long while now. So savvy filled a tea on TikTok. Well, Selena needed to address the obvious issue at hand. Those remarks about her appearance. She believed that everybody should comprehend that while her drug is a useful partner in her battle against lupus, it accompanies a couple of eccentricities in the types of incidental effects like the weight gain. It's all essential for her excursion, and she's embracing it like the certain genius she will be. She said, "While I'm taking it, I will more often than not hold a ton of water weight, and that happens typically when I'm off of it. I will more often than not get in shape." Boom said in the video, "I simply needed to say and energize anybody out there who feels any kind of disgrace for precisely exact thing they're going through. And nobody knows the genuine story." Selena proceeded with, "I simply believe individuals should know that you're wonderful. And you're brilliant, better believe it. We have days where we could feel like, yet, I would prefer to be sound and deal with myself. My meds are significant, and I accept that helps me not a model, never will be. And I believe they're great brain you. I'm most certainly not that." She added, "I simply needed to let you know I love you all and gratitude for supporting me and understanding. And in the event that not disappear in light of the fact that sincerely, I don't put stock in that frame of mind for their bodies or anything." Selena's new No Limits live stream came closely following her real-to-life discussion with Vanity Fair, where she spilled the tea on for what reason she'd been avoiding dealing with her own web-based entertainment represents a very long time in her meeting with the magazine. Selena didn't keep down. She shared that the savages had been the troublesome offenders behind her web-based entertainment break. These savages weren't your common critics. They were specialists in the specialty of terribleness. They'd make sections that were all around as unambiguous as they were mean, leaving Selena with crushing sadness and consistent tension. It reached the place where she just couldn't bear it any longer. Virtual entertainment had turned into a no man's land of cynicism, and she concluded it did not merit her experience. As Selena shrewdly put it, the world was my